Alright, Jesse, you feel prepared, right?
Prepare to cook meth?
Damn it, Jesse, I'm talking about assignment Gus gave us.
Oh yeah, the assignment.
Do you even know what that assignment is about?
I don't know.
He is our boss, Jesse. You have to listen to him. You guys kill it any second, do you understand?
Come on, Mr. White. Who cooked the meth for him if we're dead?
The assignment is for you to research the science behind meth so you understand the product inside and out. In fact, do you know the actual name of the meth?
Crack?
Methamphetamine, Jesse. And the IUPAC name is N-methyl-1-phenylpropane-2-ME.
Come on! I already know so much about meth. For example, did you know Nagai Nagayoshi was the first scientist to synthesize a drug from ephedrine? His work allowed Kira Ogata to create the crystalline solid form of methamphetamine, which is what we make.
Please, Jesse, tell me more about Nagai Nagayoshi.
He was also a Japanese organic chemist, pharmacologist, and discoverer of methamphetamine. He received a PhD in Yunago while working in a lab at the University of Berlin. This influenced his decision to work in the field of organic chemistry. His research consisted of Chinese and Japanese herbal medicine. This led to a study of ephedrine, a central nervous system stimulant which he discovered after isolating from its original plant, Ephedrus sinica. Akira Ogata was a Japanese chemist. In 1919 discovered a quick and easy way to synthesize it into a crystal form. By using Nagayoshi's recipe and adding red phosphorus and iodine, he developed a more convenient way of synthesizing meth into its crystalline form.
Now explain to me how this helps you better understand meth.
Well, you asked.
If only you're as passionate about history as you were in my chemistry class.
Maybe you should have failed me.
Maybe you should have listened for once and done what you were told to do. Instead, you're high on pot in every one of my chemistry classes. This reminds me, Gus told me to tell you not to be high on the job, especially not on meth.
Yes, sure.
Do you even understand the dangers of meth? You could be addicted to a drug really easily. It doesn't help that it is not good for you. It has many short-term and long-term effects. Methamphetamine is a drug that affects the central nervous system by increasing the amount of dopamine in your body. Dopamine makes you feel rewarded, which is why people take it and become addicted to methamphetamine. The cost of the drug isn't cheap. It has many long-term consequences like extreme weight loss, violent behaviors, changes in brain functions, and hallucinations. The only thing worse than that is death, which is also something that could happen. Overdosing in methamphetamine is not uncommon. Over 15% of people who overdose are methamphetamine users.
Thank you. It's not like I already heard about that in rehab like 10 times. You know what I also heard about? There's pros and cons to everything in life.
Jesse, where are you going with this?
Talking about meth? Now let me tell you about meth. My boy uses meth legally. Do you know how?
He lives in Amsterdam?
Hell nah, he has ADHD. Methamphetamine can be created into methamphetamine hydrochloride, or more commercially known as dioxin. Dioxin is a stimulant that is an FDA-approved drug, which will be prescribed to people with ADHD. People with ADHD need to stay focused a lot more often. Methamphetamine is known to change the way the brain functions, which is why people with ADHD take a version of the drug. Dioxin helps people increase their attention span, improve their organization and listening skills.
Is that the speech I memorized when the DA finds you high on the meth with your girlfriend? I have ADHD?
How do you know that I do that?
Gus told me. He knows lots of things, Jesse. Now, let me tell you the properties of meth before he realizes you know nothing about the product you are making for him.
Alright, fine, tell me.
Alright, fine, tell me? No. This will not be another one of my lessons you will sleep through. Get a notepad and take notes. The chemical formula is C10H15N, and this is how it looks like.
Cool, a hexagon.
Come on, Jesse. Learning can be fun. It's how you figure out why things happen. For instance, have you ever wondered why the high from meth stays in your system for so long?
Every time I'm about to do a drug test.
It's because the dipole in the molecule is unevenly distributed, creating a polar molecule. The polar properties help a drug out by allowing it to pass through the body very easily. It passes through the blood vessel and the brain's non-polar barrier easily. This allows for a drug to stay in your system for a long period. The body has a harder time breaking the compound down, making it more addictive and allowing it to act faster. In fact, copy this diagram down. It shows how the compound is polar.
Hey, Mr. White, what are those lines in the hexagon?
Great question, Jesse. There are resonating double bonds in a hexagon. It is called a benzene ring. Look at you showing initiative in your learning.
Just try not to get killed by Gus.
Some more information on a compound having benzene ring is that it gives a compound resonance and double bonds. This means the compound's physical properties are that it is a clear liquid, high boiling point, and highly flammable. This explains why a lot of people smoke the compound. A benzene ring also means it has weak intermolecular forces, aka London dispersion. So it has a very strong odor. The compound is reactive because of the fact it has pi bonds and resonance.
Alright, anything else that I need to know?
Let's look at the structure and the shape now. The molecule also has a molecular shape at tetrahedral or trigonal pyramidal, creating a strong structure. The compound also contains nitrogen with a lone pair, making it part of the amine family. An important property is that the aromatic amines, like methamphetamine, are dangerous poisons. Amine also means the compound will have a terrible odor. The odor is why we kick the meth underneath the laundromat, so no one will be suspicious of the smell. Finally, the compounds where the functional group of amine have a nitrogen and a lone pair of electrons. This makes the compound a proton acceptor, or in other words, a base.
Is that all?
Yes, Jesse, that is all you need to know.
Finally, let's get back to cooking, Mr. White.
Alright, Gus wants us to make 5 pounds of meth today.
I'm gonna make so much meth so easily now that I know there's hexagons in it.
Shut up, Jesse.